Hey, day 18, honor, service, effort. I ran a really crazy half marathon a few years back near Reading, Pennsylvania. It was called the Charlie Horse Trail Half Marathon. I thought it was going to be a traditional half marathon just done on a nice bike trail. I was wrong. Within the first 3 miles, we had crossed a small river. My shoes and socks were soaked, and we had run up a trail so steep that I was forced to walk and grab small trees to help me climb it up. By mile 5, I realized this was not a race about time. It was not a traditional half marathon, but it was more of a adventure challenge, and it's going to be just the will to simply finish. I was hot by mile 5. The temperature had reached the mid 80s now. It was humid. The sun was bearing down. I was wet in my feet, and the terrain was not getting any easier. It was literally brutal. And when we entered the mud and my shoes disappeared, I had to make a choice. And those around me had to as well. Would we give in? Would we give up? Or would we finish? And would we do this alone, or were we going to pull each other along? That was the challenge in front of us. I chose to give the effort, and I slogged on mile 6, 7, on 10, 11. I went through more knee-high water, mud, and up hills through rocks, requiring all my attention just to simply not fall on my face. One thing that kept me going were the other runners. As we would catch up to someone or someone came up behind us, we'd chat a bit, encourage one another, and spur each other on. It really was not about beating the other person, but it was about getting to the finish line together. We were suffering together. We were joint participants, not in a race to beat one another, but with a goal of survival and finish. And that effort was energized by the care, support, and cheer of fellow runners. You got this. Stay with me. You okay? You hanging in there? Simple words, yet with deep meaning as we trudged along. I did finish, and it was one of the most brutal races I'd ever run. I'm not one to walk in a race and not to keep my food down. But let's just say that in this race, both of those things happened multiple times. I know I could not have made it had it not been for the determination to persevere and the camaraderie of the other participants out there. Okay, back to those 3 words: honor, service, effort. Those 3 words have formed the foundation of a family core value statement in the Gingerich family for many years. 3 simple words. We try to unpack them with a lot of meaning behind them that can really impact our world and in the process open us up to a much richer life. Let's go into these in detail. Honor. It's about showing the proper God-honoring respect to those around you, and particularly those in authority over you. You may be your own boss. Definitely encourage it, but you will still have authorities over you. Give them honor, give them respect. This means simply things like being honest, having integrity, listening, valuing their time. Serve them well with respect. As well, honor those that you encounter along the way. Waiters, waitresses, gas station attendants, co-workers, people on the street. Treat them with dignity, respect, careful attention. They have value. Take time to show them that, honor them. Service, it's about the little things. Complete your work on time. Show up on time for engagements. Be prepared. Help your neighbors. Add value to your church, your community by volunteering. Service is about getting beyond ourselves and looking at ways we can contribute to the greater good in our home, in our community, in our world. We need to be missionary minded both at home and out there. There are still people groups that have no knowledge of the love of God through Jesus. How should we be involved in global mission, for instance, as well as across the street and in our neighborhood? Effort. Give your best effort. There's no excuse for performing at a lower level than you're capable of. Effort involves attitude. You can choose your attitude. If you want a richer life, you have to choose to have a positive, go get it attitude. No one ever lived a richer life by sitting on the couch and watching more TV. Dig in and go after it. You have a special gift, special abilities. You are uniquely created by God. Give the world that unique gift of you with your best effort. Okay, honor, service, and effort actionables. Number 1, take a few moments to stop and reflect now. Are you bringing your best in each of these areas, in honor, in service, and in effort? Why or why not? What's preventing that if not? Number 2, which of these areas, honor, service, or effort, do you struggle with the most? What do you need to change, to overcome, to make an improvement in that area? And number 3, are you serving anywhere right now? Are you volunteering? Why or why not? Is there something coming up in your community or church in the next month that you can volunteer to help with? Take action. Look for that way that you can give back. And a practical challenge: find a way to serve your family and your community and someone in another country. Those 3 areas: family, personal, local, and global. With honor and your best effort. Write down what you're currently doing and what you plan to do. Do you need global ideas? I mean, it might not be going. It might be sponsoring a child, okay? It might be giving to a nonprofit or to a missionary. You can volunteer in a local nonprofit that serves locally, or maybe it serves, refugees and immigrants. All right, that's your practical challenge. What are you going to do with it? Day 18 Bible reading comes from 1 Corinthians 13, 1-7, Colossians 3:23, and Acts 1:8. 1 Corinthians 13, if I speak in the tongues of men or angels, but do not have love, I'm only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give my body over to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. And Acts 1:8. But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, in Judea, and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. Final word. Honor. It's about showing the proper God-honoring respect to those around you, and particularly those in authority over you. Service. It's about the little things. Complete your work on time. Show up on time. Help your neighbors. Add value. And effort. Give your best effort. There's no excuse for performing at a lower level than you are capable of. All right? Go do it. See you tomorrow.